Hello. Now, I've got a bit of a bee in my bonnet at the minute. You know, I told you about Torsten Bell and his new involvement in the economic outlook of this country, which has crashed gilt markets. Well done, Torsten. Solid. So Torsten's been brought in by Keir Starmer, and well, it's not just Torsten, it's Baroness Manoush Shafiq as well, and Dan Tomlinson. Let's have a look at Dan at some point. That's going to be really exciting. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So they were all involved in the Resolution Foundation's Economy 2030 report, and we talked about this the other day. Somebody said, I don't believe that, back it up. Well, it's there for you to look at, the Economy 2030 report. Just Google it, you'll find everything I said on there. Do you know why I know you'll know that? Because that's where I got it from. I mean, honest to God, the amount of people that put in the comments, prove your source. I said it. If you watch the whole video instead of being a keyboard warrior, you'd know. Anyway, I was reading all of this out and absolutely floored with the removal of agricultural building relief. Floored by that one. So it took me a while to process everything. And a few other bits in it, sort of the sands of time, they went, electric cars. And I looked back on it and looked at two things that they're going to do. So one of them is hike vehicle excise duty for heavier cars. And the other one is introduce pay per mile road duty for electric vehicles. And I'm sitting there thinking, have I got this wrong? But aren't electric vehicles heavier than normal vehicles? So wasn't there this big hullabaloo that the reason we've got all the potholes is because we've got these really heavy electric vehicles because the batteries weigh an absolute ton. So we've got these heavy vehicles on the road. The tyres are really bad for the environment as well. All of the debris and the dust that comes off the tyres, and also what the tyres cost to manufacture and the carbon footprint in the tyres. So the tyres and the batteries are an absolute nightmare. But the roads are knackered because the cars are super heavy. And they're heavier than petrol and diesel cars. So I'm then looking at this again going, what? This makes no sense. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. We're going to hike vehicle excise duty for heavier cars. And then we're going to introduce pay per mile road duty for electric vehicles. But I thought everyone was supposed to be buying electric vehicles, so much to the point that the government are giving subsidies to people for buying electric vehicles. They want electric vehicles on the road. They're telling us, Ed Miliband is telling us that the other cars need to go. They are bad. No, don't like them. You all need to have an electric vehicle. So they're incentivising us to buy an electric vehicle by giving us money off the new electric vehicle. I mean, granted, you've got a choice of three, but you've got a choice of three. So that's what they're doing. And yet, Torsten Bell and his mate Manoush are now imposing tax tariffs on electric vehicles. Well, that makes no sense. So the money that you saved on buying your electric car, you can give back because, it does make sense. You can give back because you're going to pay more to drive the bloody thing and to tax it. So obviously, this is a backhand. They must think that we're stupid. This is a backhanded tax. This is, are we nice? We're so good for the environment, clean energy, Ed Miliband, love him, let's get some, there'll be solar panels on the top of your Nissan Leaf. They're telling us with the one hand that they're pro the environment, and yet on the other hand, they're taxing you for doing what they've told you to do. I know they're stupid, but they're stupid and stupid. And it really does reinforce the phrase, it's like arguing with insanity. There is zero sense in that whatsoever. Which makes me thrilled that when I get resolution from the Ombudsman, which is going to happen soon, I'm thrilled that I can go and get my Toyota Hilux Invincible. I literally, it's like housewives porn or road users porn or whatever you want to call it. I lie in bed on Auto Trader at night just looking at them going, I like that one. Oh, that one's got not that many miles in it. And so, when you sort it, and I do it by mileage, age, 2000 and none, and price. And effectively, I go for the cheapest one with the less miles on it. And I can't wait. I mean, I'm having dreams about a Toyota Hilux. That's mental. But there you go. That's where I'm at in my life. But I don't feel bad about that in the slightest anymore, because there's no point me having an electric car, because it's not going to save me any money. In fact, all it's going to do is not get me to where I want to go, because it's going to run out of charge. There's nowhere to charge. We don't have the infrastructure. I mean, I realise in London, they're digging up all the pavements to put a cable across so that you can plug your car in, even if you can't park your car outside your house. That made sense, said no one ever. So yeah, I mean, no, I'm going to stick with my Toyota Hilux, thanks very much, and I will stand at the diesel station and talk to the nice man that I always talk to when I go and get my diesel, and I'll get a packet of Haribo's while I'm in there, because why not? And life is good. I don't feel remotely guilty for having a gas guzzler. I feel like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, aren't you? Dan Tomlinson. So anyway, there we go. They were my thoughts. What are yours?